Hello to my Pisces. All right, Pisces. 12 housers. All right, Pisces, let's get into it. This is going to be your solar eclipse video, getting you prepared for the solar eclipse. So, on the 29th of March, we have a partial solar eclipse. Solar eclipse happens on new moons, right? So we're in eclipse season. We had a total lunar eclipse. We have a partial solar eclipse on the 29th of March, but we had a total lunar eclipse on the full moon, full blood moon that we had in Virgo, right? So let's see what this solar eclipse is going to look like for you. So use the rest of this cycle to finish out this cycle strong, right? To finish out this cycle strong, close out the cycle. Really, the moon, when you watch this video, will be in Capricorn. It's going to affect your back, your hair, your skin, just like, just where you're flushing those things out, where you're really thinking about closing out a cycle. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the world card, where you're saying, okay, you're going to close out a cycle. So think about closing out a cycle and getting yourselves moving through the the zodiac signs as the moon waxes and wanes, getting yourself ready for the new you. It's going to be a new moon the same day as the partial solar eclipse on the 29th in Aries. Aries is ruled by the Tower card. So the new you is hopefully more balanced out. Aries rules first house. You all rule 12th house. Talking to you wherever Pisces is in your birth chart. Okay? Wherever, not just your sun sign. So please, cross watchers, please pull your birth chart. Please pull your birth chart. So when I'm reading cards, I'm also teaching those people who want to learn how to read cards. So I'm teaching you numbers and houses and all the fun stuff. Okay, let's get into it. I've already prayed over your cards. The general reading, take only what resonates with you. Let's go. Every decision I make, I consider my inner child. Right? Everybody has an inner child. That's right. So consider your inner child with the decisions that you make. Let's go. All right, here we have angel numbers. Let's see what your angel number is. So when people are moving through these phases within a cycle, we have 8 major moon phases within one cycle. And the moon waxes and wanes through these zodiac signs to complete a 29.5-day cycle. People are looking for signs. Sometimes you find signs in numbers, whether they're repeating numbers, or whatever, like numbers on your receipts, gas receipts, food receipts, numbers on your clock, colors, readings. Something may jump out at you. Be watching a movie. There's all kinds of signs. Dreams, daydreams, night dreams. So 144, connect. Communicate with the divine. So your angels are urging you to make a connection with the divine in your daily life. They want to strengthen your ability to communicate on a high vibrational level. Sit in meditation right now with your hands on your crown chakra, that's the top of your head, and envision yourself opening up to the wisdom of the divine. So one in numerology will connect you with, not numerology, but in tarot, major arcana would connect you with the magician card. This is your intuition, your creative, logical mind. 4 would connect you with the emperor card. So somebody could be dealing with 2, or could have dealt with 2 dark emperors, people who felt like it was their way or the highway, who are not unified, who could have caused you some confusion in the past. And so you could be initiating some kind of change in a very creative and a very logical way, of connecting some dots, communicating with the divine, asking source to maybe connect some dots for you in a meditative state. considering your inner child, like really thinking, like you really just, like, you know how you would talk to source inside of you, like make some things make sense to you, especially if you still have questions about some things you're just unclear about. Just asking source, like, can you make it make sense? Like, what is going on? Like, you know, until you just have questions, you don't know, people aren't telling you stuff, you just unclear, like what is going on. You feel like you could be asking questions and you don't know. Like, break it down to you as if you were a child. Like, you don't know. You're unclear about something. So, yeah. So, let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. Right now, yeah, right now, let's see. Venus and Mercury are retrograde, so you really want to slow down, because really, remember, planets don't move backwards and they don't move at a slower pace, so you want to slow down and catch the message at a higher pace. So being in meditative state is going to really help you, and also journaling. So whatever messages come to you, even if you don't use your cell phone in the note section to journal, maybe write it down in the note section. Let's go. Here's a Knight of Swords here. So somebody may feel like they need to get some fresh air. It's either you or a loved one may feel like they just need to get some fresh air, because they may be getting so many downloads, you know, so many valuable downloads. It may give you or them the impression, that's what you and somebody may have in common, that it may give you the impression that people are running away from something, where really you just need some fresh air to just get some clarity on some things. Karmics. Money, because I'm looking at pentacles. Pentacles are energy. Everything is energy, right? So it could also mean family too. Here we have the Six of Swords here. You may be just trying to gain some clarity in just how to just travel light through life, just in general, because that would be the Six of Swords. Just away from just shady energy. Somebody could just be like, okay, trying to just get in a boat and move light through storms of life, while you're just trying to just move on from past disappointments, while you're trying to get downloads, like and almost like trying to collect physical things, like trying to communicate with the divine, like trying to make things make sense. Here we have the Five of Wands here. I feel like, looking at the cards here, somebody always feels like when they deal with loved ones, they always feel like they're being baited into something. That's what I feel like. You don't really trust. Somebody doesn't, like, they don't trust their family. That's what this is. Somebody really doesn't trust their loved ones, because love should not feel like this for somebody. And this is just what's going to help you to close out a cycle. This is what you connecting with. Like, you, every decision that you make, you consider your inner child. Yeah. Yeah. That's how you and somebody feels. It's really going to boil down to this, Pisces. And I'm talking to you wherever Pisces is in your birth chart. You and somebody have this in common. For 8 hours, you would not trust your own inner child around loved ones. because it is shadiness. You know, like shady conversation, like shady comments. Like hurtful, shady comments about people. Which is, by the way, a form of spell work. Here we had a death rebirth. So that's just going to help somebody to, on the rebirth side. That's what's going to help somebody on the rebirth side. Yeah, that's what's going to help free you. That's what this is. Yeah, that's what's going to help free somebody. Just how you connect with your higher self. Because again, we're in year 9, right? And imagine having your kids around loved ones who are always demonizing you. And your kids love you, but they got to constantly hear how you're the devil for what you believe. But in a shady way. Like they're not smart enough to, you know, hear that those kind of hurtful, shady comments about you. Your character being assassinated behind your back. They got to hear that 8 hours a day. The shady comments. You know, something inside of them dies. That's what the death rebirth. Something about the love for you dies in them. And that's exactly what the intention is. That's the intention. The intention is to kill that relationship between you and somebody else. If they got to hear that on a regular basis. So somebody is learning how to communicate with the divine. And so that's the generational curse that somebody is breaking in your family. About your kids being around being around family members who make all those shady comments about you when you leave your kids around them, and you wonder why your kids have a certain feel some kind of way, versus there's some loved ones who will never say anything negative about you when your kids are around them. Yeah, so somebody leaving the foolishness behind. Somebody may feel like, I feel like a fool leaving my kids around some people, but then around other family members, they never said anything. So sometimes you may hear back, oh, this family member never said anything bad about you, but this one over here, you trusted them, and all they ever said was something negative about you. That's all they ever say was shady, mean-spirited stuff. So that's what somebody is learning how to hit a reset button. That's what the solar eclipse is going to do, is like hit a reset button. So this right here, this death card right here, is where somebody is going through a very powerful transformation. This is the rebirth side of leaving behind, getting focused, getting some fresh air. And recognizing that there were two energies who really was just like really assassinating your character behind your back. And you fell for the bait. Yeah, while you were working. Mm-hmm. Here we have the Four of Wands here. So there's a rebirth that's happening here. Yeah, there's a rebirth that's happening here. That's what you're starting to realize why somebody moved on quietly with their lives. Something is like somebody is now realizing why somebody moved on quietly from their lives, and now you're starting to hear, you know, somebody has that in common. Somebody was demonized when they moved on. So yeah, and they went into hermit mode. So somebody's breaking some kind of a generational cycle, chain, and curse. Yep. And switching teams. Breaking some kind of a generational cycle, chain, and curse as far as family is concerned. Just again connecting with the divine and breaking that confusion. Breaking up that confusion, that karmic cycle. Somebody was in a karmic marriage. That's what this is. It's a Chariot card. Somebody was in a karmic marriage. Maybe not you. You could have had, because the Death card, could have been a, death means a lot of different things. It could have been somebody's karmic marriage ended in a death, meaning like the end of a marriage, or end of a cycle, because death means the end of a cycle of something. It could have meant somebody went into hermit mode. Like somebody could have, because whenever a cycle ends, somebody could have gone into hermit mode to just process. Like, okay, the marriage ended, they go into hermit mode to process, like what happened, moved on, those kind of things. But somebody was obsessed with literally following somebody while they were in hermit mode, just like, Lord have mercy. Teaming up against somebody, just, yeah. But anyway, you're communicating, with the divine, and just gaining some clarity, and just leaving something behind, leaving a particular belief behind. I'm telling y'all, this solar eclipse are going to help a lot of people reset. It's a solar eclipse and a new moon in Aries. It's going to help a lot of people be balanced out. So you have a lot of ideas moving forward. You and somebody are no longer falling for the bait. Somebody's at a crossroad right now, but you and somebody are no longer falling for the bait. You're doing the shadow work. This is the Queen of Wands here. Doing the shadow work. What else we got going on here, Source? What else we got going on here? What else we have? Nine of Swords. Somebody is now just waking up from some nightmares, grief, anxiety, trauma, hopelessness, depression. Yeah, so that's what somebody is like, now, to really wake up from some nightmares. Somebody really has to do the shadow work. You can't just stop talking about it. You got to go do the shadow work. Five of Wands here, rivalry, conflict, obstacles, competition. Somebody could have been a product of a karmic couple. Something could be 5 generations deep. I'm looking at this Five of Wands here. Something because the Death card it speaks to Pluto. Pluto is the Judgment card. Something could have been 5 generations deep of judgment. And so the Magician card is Mercury, which is currently retrograde too. So this teenage behavior, which is solar plexus, developed between the ages of 15 through 21, somebody could have had that, exhibited that teenage behavior for 5 generations. Could you imagine? Oh my God. Of baiting people into this competitive behavior for 5 generations deep. This competition, rivalry, obstacles, conflict, competition, challenges, just all these nightmares for generations, just distractions. Don't even realize there's a light side of fire. It's chaos and confusion, child. Anyway, Page of Wands. So yeah. So somebody's gonna feel free from all of this shade. 2 people are gonna feel free from all of this shade. Page of Wands here. A message that 2 people are free from all of this shade. Because 2 people are making a decision. 2 people are making a decision. Lover's card is not all just about lovers. Lover's card is really about partnerships, to make a decision, to balance it out, just making a decision. So some kind of a partnership in business and or a partnership in love is coming across your path. Somebody also could be getting married, but somebody has made an adult decision. In your life, no more competition. There's greatness inside of everybody. Everybody's considering their own inner child. In a situation, to wake up from nightmares, to use fire properly. Yeah, the Emperor card. Respect. Yeah. Be more authoritative and structured. Yeah, this is the Emperor card. So, and it's going to cause a tower with some people. It's going to really cause a tower with some people because especially with miserable people who love family members. Misery loves company. It's going to cause a tower with somebody's family because somebody's family thrive. And I say 5 generations. It's going to cause a tower with somebody's family because somebody's family is, and I feel like it's both sides of the family because I'm seeing like this is the mother of the zodiac and this will be the polarity side of it. So this is both sides of the family. It's going to cause a tower for both sides of the family because it's like both sides of the family thrives off of chaos and confusion. Like, good grief. Oh my God. So, yes. What in the world is this? And everybody's been falling for the bait. This is this. Everybody falling for the bait. Until somebody decides to do the shadow work. Anyway, 8 of Wands. Just a bunch of karmics. And that's no judgment, but people don't know what karmic cycles are. And it's just easy to infiltrate families like this. All somebody has to do is say somebody's smarter than, look better than, got a bigger house. I mean, just easy. A bunch of teenagers walking around in grown people's bodies. So, having developed beyond the age of 15 through 21, and people love that. I mean, it's like the devil's workshop, just having a ball. And that's what this is right here. So somebody is deciding, hey, it's time to grow up. That's what Source is saying. That's going to be your assignment, is to just, hey, it's time to just do better. So it's going to cause a huge tower. It's going to cause a huge tower. But here's the thing too, with the Emperor card, everybody has free will. So even if some people have just decided it's just been too traumatic for them, it's going to be with respect. If some people just don't want to turn the boat around and move back, some people just like, it's just been too traumatic. It's just a nightmare, a complete and total Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, all the other you can think of nightmares for somebody, for some people. It's just too much. Yeah, here we have. Yeah, it's been it's been too much of a 10 of swords for some people. Yeah, it's just been what's this? Complete and painful ending, rock bottom, failure, collapse, defeat. For some people, it's just been a 10 of swords. It's just been too much. And these energies right here, some people have just some people have literally burned their own family out. They have like literally just burned their whole family to the whole ground. They just karmics. So some families are going to have a huge tower moment of just realizing that they are their own worst enemy. So, yep. So anyway, yep, the Fool. So you and somebody are not a fool at all. You all are just leaving a circus behind. I feel like, and I'm not saying this to be funny when I say this, is nothing about this is funny looking at the cards here. But it's almost like literally Source got you and somebody. It's like you and a sibling, or you and somebody. It's you and a sibling, you and a loved one. Source had to get you and certain people, you and certain loved ones away from a complete disaster, because something big is happening. The Empress. So I see somebody's abundance and prosperity growing. Yeah, something has been fulfilled. Yeah, something has been fulfilled. Whatever the assignment was, has been fulfilled. I'm looking at the Death card here. Something had to. I'm almost feeling like somebody's ancestors had to come back around to complete an assignment, a karmic cycle. A cycle had to be fulfilled. Something had to be completed. This is, I'm looking at the Eight of Wands here. Karmic cycle had to be completed. Because I'm looking at 8 plus Knight of Pentacles plus 3 of Pentacles here, and this is legacy. Some kind of a karmic legacy had to be completed. Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is 7 is closing out something. So something with a fire sign had to end. Yeah, something with a fire energy had to end. They had to close out something with the fire. Because this is 7 of Wands. So you'll be able to defend your decision to move on from something without coming across as defensive. To maintain some kind of control and move on solo. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else? Anything else, Source? Is there anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, there's a lot of major arcana up here. Lots of major arcana up here. But I'm trying to see if there's any. So time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. Let it be. If you need to solve a problem, ask yourself, what is the simplest way to proceed? When you call forth the simplest path, it appears, and vice versa. And then life source. When life comes to a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. The beginning. There's still time to adjust, to start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being. All of your wishes can come true, and the creative potential of a new beginning. Inner strength. Don't lose yourself in things you can't change. Focus on the things you can change, like your attitude, mindset, and energy. You've got everything you need. Heart path, it's not worth pursuing a path without passion. This road will only lead you to uncertainty and frustration. Follow your heart and you can't go wrong. Okay, let me see what other cards we have going on here. Wrong decision. Think before you act. Resources used wisely as needed. Wellness, live healthier lifestyle. You have a lot of bright ideas. Opportunities coming your way, so change is coming soon. Fast changes are coming. And so time to set higher goals. And so mind power, success, you're on the right track. Exhausted, recharge and regroup. So Source is trying to fast track you to close out a cycle. That's what Source is trying to fast track you to close out a cycle with a fire sign. And learn how to get in Emperor energy. Aries rules first house. First house is all about personality, temperament, appearance, self-image, first impression, self-awareness, outlook on life. So she's trying to give somebody a whole new outlook on life. Let's feel divine abundance. You were born to align with love's will. Follow and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. So yeah. Let's see. So use your hands. So somebody may be into some kind of art, maybe pottery or something, like this person on this card. Just like the creator created you, pottery, clay, or something like that. Somebody may be pretty artistic. So that's somebody may be using their energy to do something like that. Maybe taking a pottery class or something just creatively. This person has a lot of different colors. All of these colors here, this is a vibration, right? The vibration of colors. But 5 and 3 is 8. But I do see somebody moving forward. This 3 right here, somebody is really inspired. And then you see this color purple, just like in this card right here. This is also the vibration. This color pink in here is operating from a heart chakra space. This blue right here is throat chakra. Even this orange in here, this yellow, all of these are chakras. All of this. This color, this number yellow. This number yellow. Yellow is a number. This 5 vibrates. This 3 also. 5 and 3 is 8. 8, this duality, light and dark side to 8. You want to stay on the light side of 8, focusing on the vision that you have and knowing that you are the good product and service and staying focused on that. And that's the Source is trying to tell you about operating from a higher frequency, the higher chakras here, looking at your cards, considering your inner child. But that's what I have for you. But you will be closing out a cycle. Like I said, defending your decision to move on from these divisive spirits who have just caused so much chaos and confusion, in the family. And that's what I have for you. All right, hopefully this is helpful. This is your solar eclipse video. But so take the time to, like I said, you'll be watching the upcoming videos, but I'll put this in a folder, a solar eclipse folder, so you can go back and watch it as often as you need to, as a reminder that new moon video, just new moon in general, is a time to let your body sync with the rhythm of the moon. And this is going to be a super new you. Okay, bye.